Can you see me?
Just 1 second. I'm not quite there yet.
Take your time.
I'm trying to get it on my.
Take your time. Take your time.
Okay.
Get a nice view here. It's a pretty nice view right here, I think. Okay, so let's see. For this camera, we actually want to be more like here, 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 and then you more over here.
Yes,
right?
I see it.
How does this look right here?
Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I see you both.
Hello.
So, hi. How are you, Hannah?
I'm okay. Excited. Hopefully we'll do it right this time.
Hannah, meet Joanna. Joanna, meet Hannah.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. Great to meet you.
Well, the light is not so great, maybe. It's just looks.
Yeah.
Is that the problem?
It's kind of hazy. That's why I was hesitant to say it looks good.
Let me hold on a second here. Maybe it's the.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Clean
You know, it's not the best. This is just the webcam on here. How does that look?
Yeah.
That's better though, isn't it?
That is better. That is better.
Okay, that's it. That was it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Good.
Okay, good job. I think it's a pretty good little frame.
Yeah.
I've also got another camera set up here. That will give us another angle.
Okay.
And okay. So
maybe I could check the sound too. I'm still listening to you on my phone.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the most important thing, right? Check the sound.
Yeah, exactly. I just realized I was okay. So let me turn that one down and turn this one up. And, okay, so I'm getting my own voice. I'm hearing my echo.
Yep. Okay, so I mean, you can hear me though, right? Yep. Okay.
Yes.
I think it's going to be okay if.
There is kind of an endless loop on what you're saying too.
Dang it. I see what's happening. The feedback loop. Okay, well here's the thing is I can hear you over here.
I can take this away and you can put it here through the computer.
No. Oh, okay. Thanks. How did we do this last time without this happening? Oh, you gotta put me on mute. Put me on mute. Put the laptop on. Put your computer on mute.
Yeah. That's how I have it set up now.
Okay, so now we should.
I can't check to make sure the sound is okay.
Yeah, but we know that we just checked it, so it should be good. The reason it was messed up before is because I had a microphone that I was trying to use that I should have checked before. So.
Okay. Yeah. Then this should be fine. I've got my computer silenced, and I hear you on my phone.
You want to
and you can hear me obviously, so
cool.
I think we're good. Awesome.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Do you have a nice spot with enough room to move around and all that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. So we're just going to start out. If you have a medicine ball on your end, you can use
yes.
Let's just take a couple minutes here. Remember, we're going to come back to our breath. Medicine ball on the top of the crown is reinforcing our good posture. Just gentle bouncing back and forth, not allowing our weight to go outside of our lateral edge of our feet. For the folks at home, you can see that I've got the ball here on top of the crown of my head, and it's helping my posture. Okay? So when we do this, we can start out with it here, and I'm going to take a solid month or so of strengthening all this up before we try to get into a pose like that. And if you heard those cracks, That's better than any chiropractor can do it. Using gravity. Up to the top. Stay in the horse. Hannah, you might not be ready for this yet, but once you all get to this point, it's going to feel so good to be able to go. And let this medicine ball wait. Strengthen and stretch every joint and tendon all around. All these muscles that never have a load. But what we're starting with is just this right here. It's our basic posture. So we've got our crown of our head extending up to the heavens, pushing this ball up. We've got our shoulders relaxed, even though we're standing up here with our arms up. Breathing into the belly and out of the mouth. Starting out with purging breath, allowing all the energy, all the air, all the chi to be released out of our open mouth. Because 20,000 times a day we breathe, and if we breathe in and we breathe in too fast and we go like that, we're building tension all around in here. And then when we breathe out, if we don't breathe all the way out, if we don't go, if we hold on to a little bit of it and go, most people breathe like this. We're holding on to a little tension all around in here, degrading all this musculature and structure. So our practice, our daily practice, brings it back and reinforces, starting with the purging breath. So that's how I want you to start out your Qigong practice. We're going to focus on standing in our good straight up and down Wuji posture and focusing on our breath all the way out. And after a couple minutes, maybe a few minutes of just feeling some movement, some gentle movement as our body wants to move. If we're really feeling like doing a warm-up, how are you feeling over there, my friend?
I'm good. I'm feeling good.
Okay, well,
I like it.
Let's just say, for example, you had a little energy. Okay, at the beginning, here's a good thing we can do. We just did this little dance in a circle here, okay? What I'm going to do is contralateral movement, okay? This wakes up the brain. Like babies crawl, and that builds their brain. They go right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, okay? So even though I've got the ball on top of my head, I'm not jumping very high at all, but I'm feeling my right shoulder come up and my left leg come up. Contralateral movement coordinated together. Okay, then I'm going to go up, switch, do a small circle around in the room, whatever. There you go, yeah. Make a little dance. When we're ready, we come back to our stillness, come back to our Wuji posture. Breathing into the belly, feeling it expand on all sides. And out through the mouth. During our purging, we breathe in through the nose, always in through the nose, with no noise. That's how we know we're not breathing too fast, okay? If I breathe in like this, I'm using all these muscles. I'm breathing in too fast. I got to breathe in with no noise, like, and then out. out with noise. Let the noise out. Lion's breath. Sticking out our tongue. Also horse breath. Fluttering those lips. Our Wuji posture, we feel our feet about hips width apart. Good job. Toes pointed straight ahead. Our knees are slightly bent. They're never locked out. Good job. Okay, and then our hips are right above our knees. All of our joints are stacked on top of each other. So our hips are above our knees, our shoulders are above our hips, and they're relaxed. They're back. We're just feeling the space expand with each inhale. Expanding to the sides. Then exhaling. Extending our crown to the heavens. Okay. Now, if we're ready, we can take this medicine ball off the top of our heads and we can easily, softly, we can just let it fall right on the ground. You can always just let it fall right on the ground. However, no, Hannah, hold on. You see what Hannah's doing here? Don't do that. Remember, Hannah? Up here like this. If we want to put this ball down, there's two ways. We just let it fall. Or let's use our structure. Let's get down into a nice deep squat. Good posture. And then let's take a breath out. And let's hold this ball in our hands in front of us. Rest our elbows on our knees. Take another breath. We've got our elbows resting on our knees. Elbows resting on our knees. Hold the ball up so we're not out like this and we're using all of our muscles. Let's use our structure like this. Right? Using your structure. Good job. Breathing in and all the way out. Here's a position where we can, if we want, we can take our head, put our right ear on the ball. And feel that relaxation right there.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
I can't see your feet. Are your feet flat or are you on your toes? Or does it matter?
My feet are flat.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Ideally, that's where we'll get. So the point is, I don't want anybody, if you're watching this, to ever be holding the ball like this. We don't need to be doing this. We're going to go from here, deliberate movements, down. Okay? Because I work on people all the time, and everything here is so tight already. We don't need to be strengthening, tightening all this up anymore. So, okay, so let the ball down at your feet. Now let's go through, we've just warmed up a little bit, extending our posture, okay? Great job, thank you so much. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go through and we're gonna open up all of our joints. Because each joint is like a gate on your farm. You wanna get the animals from one field to the other, you gotta open the gate. So we wanna get the energy to flow through freely, both directions. So in order to do that, we're going to open up all of our joints. Start with the neck. Let's take both hands, relax our shoulders back. Take the hands, interlace them behind the head. And with relaxed shoulders, we're going to breathe into the belly, expand to the sides. And then on the breath out, we're going to press the hands against the neck and the neck back against the hands this way. So this way I'm doing a two-way pushing with my hands and then pushing back with my neck muscles. Try to get a few good breaths here. Always out through the mouth. And then relax. Okay. Now let's take our right hand up to the right ear. Remember to keep the right shoulder nice and relaxed, not tensed up. Now we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to press about 10% of my energy against my ear, and then I'm going to press my ear against my hand about 10% of my energy. So I'm working these muscles right here. Just a little bit. Breathing into the nose and out through the mouth. Do about 3 breaths here. And on the last one, we're going to pick up our left arm, our left hand, and we're going to bring it all the way up and over, and we're going to cap over our left ear, hold our left ear with our left hand, or excuse me, our right ear with our left hand. So I'm like cupping it like this. I'm going to breathe in. On the breath out, I'm going to go over to the side. And you see how I'm stretching this musculature here, all this right here that I just used. And I'm going to feel this energy flow this way. So now I've got my left hand up over the ear, the right ear, and I'm going to take my right arm, my right hand up and over, reach it up and over to the sun. And I'm going to come over to my left wrist, and I'm going to sweep, brush this energy like this. Down and out my shoulder. Bah! Letting all that energy go, and then back up, shaking it out. Now we're going to do the other side. Left hand, left ear. Keep the left shoulder nice and relaxed. Just gentle. All right, now same thing. We're going to take the ear and go down to the other side. Other hand up and over. Cup the ear. Breathing in. And then all the way out. And I'm sending my ear, my left ear, up to the heavens. Now with the breath in, I take my left arm up, my left hand, reach all the way up and over. And then up to the right wrist, and we're going to brush all the way down that ear. Pull it out of the shoulder. Let it out. Okay, so we've opened up our neck. For the folks at home, I don't want to see you doing neck circles like a lot of people do. Don't do that. That's not the way the neck's supposed to really go, okay? So if you have one of these bands right here can be helpful. You can take it like this. It can help to open up. Additionally, you can breathe in. And go like this. I'm sliding this along my occipital ridge, along my jawline, below my ear. I'm going to go like this. I'm sending my ear that way. And I'm pushing this way. Opening the shoulder. Do that on both sides. You can really open up your neck that way. Another way we can do it when we get strong, even stronger, back to the medicine ball I showed, okay? So medicine ball, daily routine. Here, okay, we can do hinge, strengthening glutes, neck, everything. On top of crown. Very important one is onto the third eye. Send it up. Then, once we're strong in those moves, we can begin to go to the ear. To really stretch out the side. Okay? Once you're able to do that with a medicine ball, it's going to be a very effective way you can open up the neck joint, okay? But starting small, we just start with our hand against our ear and hand against the back of the head like this. All right, next we're going to do shoulders. Maybe 3 or 5 at the most to the front. So we do plenty to the front. So let's go to the back. Do about 6 or 8. Shaking it out. We're breathing always out through the mouth. Open mouth exhales during this first part of our purging. Next, we're going to do hips. If we feel like a beginner's hips move, we can do hands on hips, feet hips width apart here. Let me show you. I'm just going to do nice big circles. And we actually want to try to keep our head in the middle and let the hips just make a big circle around. We can pretend that we've got a towel wrapped around our waist like a belt, and we're inside of a tube, and we're trying to dry off the inside of that tube using the towel with our hips. And when we're ready, we'll switch directions, going nice and slow and really expanding, feeling into that full range. There we go. And if we feel like we're advanced, ready for advanced hips, we can do like a sumo wrestler. Like this. But either way, we open up our hips. Next is knees. And here we're going to just make circles. And switch directions whenever you're ready. There we go. And we forgot to do elbows and wrists, but we can kind of do that with the shoulders, okay? The idea is we're going to open up everything, every single joint, our fingers, everything. We want to feel it open. There's a good one we can do like we're serving trays here. We don't want to let the tray fall. You can't go wrong, just wherever they want to go. That can really open up wrists and elbows. Okay. Now let's open up our ankles. If you've got a wall or something you can hold on to, if you need to, go ahead. Just try to maintain your balance and lift one leg up as you take a breath in. And rotate. And switch directions when we're ready. Shake it out. There we go. And next leg, rotate that ankle. Switch directions when we're ready. And shake it out. All right. We got all our joints open now. Let's just feel it. Feel them all open. Feels nice. Okay. Now let's pull down the heavens, okay? Let's remain with our breath purging. We're going to breathe in 4 count in through the nose. And on the way out, 8 count out through the mouth, okay? And while we breathe in, we're going to feel these points at the center of our palm right here, okay? These very powerful points right here. We've got a lot of energy that we can move with these points in our center of our palm right here. So we're going to feel the energy coming in from the earth, the yin energy coming into our field here, breathing it in. Turn the hands up, receive it from Father Sky. And then out through the mouth. Mm. 2 more times. Breathing in through the nose. Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's bring our big toes together. And you can go maybe right there and then show big toes together. Perfect. So we're doing big toes together here. And our heels are slightly apart. Okay? So we're just going to feel ourselves, we're not leaving the ground. Not quite pointed so much, just barely gently. Okay. Bring your big toes all the way together. There you go. Yeah. Just barely 10, 15 degrees. The big toes are pointed in. And we're feeling our feet staying on the ground the whole time I'm doing this. My feet are never leaving the ground. In fact, right now I'm feeling the bottom of my feet really relax. So I'm going to take a few breaths here and feel that relaxation of the bottom of my feet onto the earth as I'm gently bouncing without leaving the ground. Maintaining that purging breath as we expand the crown of our head up to the heavens. Take a few last breaths, and I really want you to focus on the feeling of the skin of the bottom of the feet softening onto the earth. We can start to come into a more gentle breath cycle, gentle inhales and exhales. We're just feeling, noticing the breath going in and out. Conscious to have our mouth open though, and to make sure that we release still all of the breath before we breathe back in. And anytime we feel like it, if we need to, we can do lion's breath. Horse breath. Or just go back to letting it out with full relaxation. Feeling again the feet, the bottom of the feet on the earth here for a couple breaths. All right, now we're going to take a few what's called dropping post here. We're going to breathe into the nose as we come up onto our tippy toes here. And then as we breathe out, we're going to come down and drop like a post. Try to get to where you can see. Make sure you see my feet here. Good job, Hannah. I'm right over here. Whatever's playing. We're going to breathe into the nose. Into the nose. And then relax the shoulders, everything. And out. That could be a hard one, so don't fret if you're not able to do it. If you fall out of it, take your time. You'll build it. Try to do it 3 times. So we're going to breathe into the nose. And then relax the shoulders. And just keep doing our best. Okay, we're going to continue purging. So we're going to take our fist here, okay, as if we've got like a candlestick in it, okay? And we're going to take this part of the fist here, and we're going to beat on ourselves just a little bit. Starting here, the top of my shoulder, the front of my shoulder, front of the pec. All right here, I'm breathing into the nose, out through the mouth. Down the bicep, forearm, the wrist, the top of the hand here. Then I'm going to pull energy out of the wrist. Go to the other side, flip the hand over. And now I'm coming up the top of the forearm. Triceps, back of the shoulder, traps. Okay. Now I'm coming back over here to clavicle, front of the chest, over to the other side. With the other hand. And you see I'm kind of bending over here. I'm letting my arm dangle. You see that? So I'm just beating myself a little bit here, scattering all this energy that gets stuck, scattering the chi, really feeling it on my bicep tendon down here, the elbow, giving it some good hits. Down to the forearm, wrist, hand, and then pull it out of the wrist. Turn the hand over. Boom. We're following the direction of the meridians here. Okay? So the energy this way is yang energy coming from the Father Sky. It's coming from up here. And it's going like this. Up here. So we're going to follow this pattern. Up to the traps. Up here, neck. And we can come back to the clavicle right here. Now we're like Tarzan. Okay? Trying to relax our shoulders, relax our elbows. Come to the top of the rib cage here, being gentle over any organs. You can go over your organs if you want, just be gentle. Down to the hips, back of the hips here, your glutes. Good job. Okay, now I'm on my piriformis muscle here and my sits bones. Feeling that, the top of my hamstrings. I'm bend over so I can really get my hamstrings. Going all the way down to the back of my knee. Getting the calves, everything. Then going to the outside of my ankle. my lateral malleolus on both sides. Outside of my ankle, top of the feet, and then I'm going to pull the energy out of my fourth toe. Going down my side body, down the back, out of my fifth toe. Boom. Okay. And then I'm going to take my tiger claws. I'm going to bring the energy in through the big toes, up through the center. Okay. So let's continue that. We're going to do another round or two of tapping. Okay. This time we're going to start here. Go through. Come back up to the top of the shoulder. Anywhere you feel like you really need a little extra attention, like right here on my neck, I feel it right now. So I'm just giving it a little extra. Then coming over to the other side. Pulling the energy out of the wrist. Coming up to the top. There we go. Now we're going to come back to the ribs here. Back to the hips. Last time we kind of did more of our back and our hamstrings, our back of our legs. So now I want to do more of the sides of our legs. So going down the IT band to the sides of the knees, on the sides of the lower leg, and then pull the energy out the toes, out the ankles, out the toes. Good job. Bring the energy up. Do you see me here? Bring the energy up.
Mostly. Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So these are all things, these are all purging techniques that we can use any time of the day. This is how we start our Qigong practice. But if we're sitting there and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and we're in the middle of a project and we're sitting at a computer and we're busy and we're feeling that tension, though, you can literally just start going like this and pull it out and help yourself. Okay, so these are all things we can do anytime, including letting it shake on out. Okay, so this next one is like we're a dog shaking off water, okay? So we're going to do a few rounds. The first round is going to be nice and gentle. Just letting everything kind of dangle. Any way we want to move, let it out. And then with our next breath, we're going to come into stillness. All right. Feeling that Wuji posture, feeling a little buzz of energy. That's our new chi that's coming in. Our next breath, we're going to do it one more time, a little more vigorously. Just a little more vigorous. And let it out. Coming into that stillness. Okay, we're going to do one more time, most vigorously now. But just for like 10 seconds. And stop.
Wow.
Feeling that Wuji posture. All right, that's been some good purging so far. Let's do one more series of pulling down the heavens with our purging breath. We're going to breathe into the nose as we feel the energy come up from the Mother Earth. Turn the hands up, receive it from Father. Out through the mouth. 2 more times. Taking any breaths out we need to. All right, and when we're ready, we're going to do that one more time, the same movement, but we're going to reverse it a bit. So we, instead of purging, we're going to start to strengthen. Okay? So now we're going to breathe into the nose, 8 count. Really nice and slow, receiving all that energy on an 8 count. Turn the hands up, receive it from Father Sky. And out through the nose, like an Ujjayi breath, 4 count. Two more times, into the nose. Okay, so let's keep that breathing in through the nose, out through the nose for the next portion of our Qigong practice. So we did the purging to start, and now we're strengthening. So I'll try to get to where you can see my feet here. I've got my big toes together again. My heels are just slightly apart. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to allow my hands, I'm going to start right here. And as I breathe into my nose, I'm going to have my hands come up like this, about to the level of my diaphragm. Maybe the solar plexus, okay? Right about here. That's as high as they go. Then they're going to come down, and they're going to go back here. And as I'm doing this movement, I'm going to begin to gently come back to my heels. And if you can see here, my toes are coming up off the ground just a little with my hands back here. And then when I come up, my heels come off the ground just a little. So I'm sort of swinging on the bottom of my feet. Good job. And we don't need to try to stand up like that so much as just allow it to come up onto the toes a little bit. Just a little. We're not so much using our muscles in our feet to push us up like that as we're just allowing this momentum of this movement to gently sway us. Okay? Everybody see me here? You're great. Stay where you are. Here we go. Let's try to do about 36 of these. If at any point it becomes too much and you're tired and ready to stop, do not overwork. Just come to a gentle relaxation. Good job. Okay, that exercise actually strengthens all of our yang organs. So we just did the strengthening for all of the yang organs, which would be our large intestine and stomach, gallbladder, so forth. So that's this one exercise right here. This is strengthening all my yang organs. So if we want to strengthen our stomach, this is doing it. Okay? Strengthen our urinary bladder, that'll do it. We start by strengthening the yang organs all together at once with that movement right there. And then, now we're going to do each of our yin organs one by one. We're going to start with our lungs, okay? Lung meridian starts right here. Okay, it starts right here. And then it goes down both sides, radial side of the arm. So this side here, it goes out of the thumb. So if I want my lung meridian to open, I can take my hand, I can feel tightness in these muscles here. I can massage and help them to relax, all within the context of this meridian right here, encouraging that energy to flow out the thumb. That's where it wants to go. Okay? So with that in mind, we're going to open up the lung meridian on both sides here with this movement. We're going to breathe into the nose. And as we breathe in, we're going to open like this. Open our hands up, palms up. As we breathe out, we're going to go like this. So we're breathing in integrity. Relax the shoulders back and down. Breathing out any grief. Breathing in a pearlescent white color. Breathing out a smoky gray. Just do one more here. And relax. Now this first session, we're focused mostly on the purging aspect, and we're going to sort of move through the strengthening and the balancing a little bit abbreviated. With that being said, take the back of the right hand, put it on the small of the back, and form a cup. Maybe you can see my cup here. Okay, I've got a cup on the small of my back. Now we've gone from metal, our lungs. Now we're going to strengthen our water element. The yin of water is our kidneys. So we can take our other hand, feel down here, feel our kidneys in the back, give ourselves a little rub, love. Coming down into a nice horse stance here. Okay. We're going to take the left hand now. We're going to watch it come across like it's a cloud as we're breathing in wisdom. We come down, we scoop up some indigo blue water, breathing in that wisdom. And now we're pouring that water out, pouring it into the cup back here, breathing out any fear. Let's do this 2 more times. Coming down, breathing in wisdom. Breathing out fear. And when we're ready, shake that one off a little bit, and we're going to come back to the center. Take a breath in through the nose. Always out through the mouth if we feel any tension. Now we're going to do the other side. Back of the left hand. Small of the back. Make a cup. Come down like a horse stance. Watch that right hand come over. Come down. Imagining a deep blue indigo coming in as we breathe in that wisdom. Our original attribute. Breathe out any fear that we have acquired. And relax. All right, metal creates water. Water creates wood. So now we're going to go to our liver, okay? So our liver here, we're going to feel this ball of energy that's right here. We're creating it. Remember those points from the inside of our palms here? We can create this perfect ball of chi that's in our intention right here. We can cultivate this energy and we can take it and we can breathe out any frustration. We can breathe in kindness. Breathe out any frustrations. Breathe in kindness for ourselves and for others. Out through the mouth if needed. Breathing into the nose to strengthen. If we don't feel tension, we can breathe out through the nose. Breathing in a deep forest green color. Imagine a deep forest green. Breathing out a slimy toxic green. When we feel we don't have any tension, we can come back to this, breathing into the nose, out through the nose. We're strengthening here. Maybe one more. Okay, come to our center here. Nice Wuji posture. Relaxing the arms. Got the nice sun coming out now. Okay, so now we've done metal, water, wood, fire is the next. So our fire element, let's trace our heart meridian here. So starting the armpit, it's going to come like this, and it's going to go along this side, the pinky side of my arm, inside of my arm, pinky side, and it's going to go out of the inside of my pinky. This is yin energy that's coming from the heart, and it's going up to the sky. So we're going to encourage that. As we breathe in new energy, we're going to go like this. We're going to turn to the side and open up that whole meridian. Both pinkies like this. Breathing in peace. Coming back to the middle. Breathing out any anxiety. Breathing in peace. Turning to the other side. Imagining a nice soft pink color coming in. Nice soft pink. And then breathing out hot fire red. One more time. Breathing out any overexcitement. We'll come back to the center now without touching our hands together. We're going to breathe in. We're going to do another pulling down the heavens. This time with purging breath out of the mouth. Letting any energy that's built up from that fire element strengthener go back to the earth. We got one more to do. Metal, water, wood, fire, and then earth. So our spleen, the yin organ of our earth element, our spleen. Again, big toes together, heels slightly apart. And make a diamond, forming a diamond here with my hands. I'm going to take this diamond and I'm going to place, ideally, pretty much right now, is perfect here, because I can take this diamond and I can raise it up to the sun, place the sun right in the center of it. Relax my shoulders back and down, feel my eyes obviously close, and just feel that sun, that golden earth chi pouring down over my face, dripping down all the way down my body, off the tip of my toes and into the earth. Relaxing my shoulders as I do this, as I frame the sun in this triangle here. Breathing into my belly. Trust. Breathing out any worries. In through the nose, out through the nose. Strengthening. We're breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. There we go. Okay, now what we're going to do for the move here is we're going to breathe into the nose. On the breath out, we're going to turn. We're going to breathe into the nose, come to the center. Out through the nose, we're going to turn the other way. Into the nose, into the center. And on your own pace, do about 3 each side. Breathing out any obsessions. Breathing in trust. Breathing out any worries. One more breath in. Imagine that golden earth chi coming from the sun, dripping all the way down. And relax the arms down. Shake it out. Okay, that's an abbreviated strengthening right there. Now we're going to move on. We're going to do a short little balancing here for the last few minutes. Okay, so we're just going to do, we're just going to actually do 3 of these right here. Excuse me, not 3 of these. We're going to do more than 3 of these, but we're going to do 3 different balancing exercises. Here, this is called the belt channel. You can see it's like I'm going around my belt, like I'm Saturn. I've got these rings. And I'm feeling that energy go behind me and picking it up here. And we'll slowly come back to the center. Now we'll do that again, same direction, but just even bigger. One more time. And come to the center. Okay, now we're going to go the other direction. Feel that energy start to pick up. Feel like we're covering the whole earth with this energy here. It's going all the way around and coming around the globe. Coming back up the other end. And when we're ready, we can come back to center. We can do one more, even bigger. And come back to center. Okay, we'll do one final exercise here. This is a meditation where we're going to have our hands started right here about our belly button. I want you to feel that ball of energy again, okay? We're going to take this ball of energy, and with our intention, we're going to place it at the base of our spine. Okay? Now with my hands coming up, I'm imagining that ball of energy going up the back of my spine. Feeling it go up to the crown of my head. And up to the top of my forehead. And down the front of my face. Just 3 times total. Breathing in, it goes up the back of the spine. Over the head and then down the front. Here we're breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Even breaths. When we finish the last one, we can take this ball of energy for ladies, the left hand on top of the right, left hand on top, and put the right hand on top of the left. And now this new beautiful energy that we've cultivated, we're keeping it right here in our belly and our lower dantian. And we're going to guide it with our intention to serve us till the best purpose until the sun comes up tomorrow morning. Take a breath in and out through the nose. A couple more of those on our own. Take a bow to the sun. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here too, all the way from Texas.
Happy to. I feel great. Thank you.
We'll do it again soon, my dear.